The EU may have to find an alternative solution to financial issues rather than raising taxes on member states, an expert has warned as he detailed the problems posed by European taxpayers. The EU could find it tougher than imagined to raise money through taxes in Europe, Brexit author and financier Barnabas Reynolds has warned. The expert spoke to Express.co.uk about the economic bloc's €750 billion recovery package to help those hardest hit by the coronavirus pandemic. He highlighted the central issue for the Union as sourcing the money for the scheme. Mr. Reynolds said, "I am not sure taxpayers have fully bought into the idea that their taxes don't just go to their own country, but also will be reallocated. There's also the EU's tax-raising powers, which could see a digital tax or transactions tax. The issue there is you're creating an EU state, a big political moment, because you're using the South's own money effectively to get things going again rather than redistributing from the North. The idea that any of these taxes are just only paid for by foreigners I think is untrue." He continued, "It affects the trading position and the economics of the whole EU project. The other solution there is a pan-EU solution and it doesn't, on its face, contain any redistributive element over and above what was just agreed. So the decision point is really quite tricky. In that situation the question is, are the people in the South happy to have pan-EU taxes levied, including from themselves, and then just sort of paid back to them as a solution?" The financier added, "Where they get some credit from the North's balance sheet because it helps them a little bit in terms of the ability of the EU to raise money and borrow against these revenue streams. But effectively they're getting EU governance rather than local governance and they're paying for what they're receiving. Is there a willingness in the EU democracies for a level of fiscal sharing that's required?